Let's get started with our show doing the problem of the day. And there we go. In terms of pi, find the measure in radians of a 240-degree angle. So in terms of pi, find the measure of in radians of a 240-degree angle. Some of you are going, what in the world's a radian? Well, let's take a look at this thing and let's see if we can figure out what's going to go on. I've brought a circle, a big one here, all right, to help us maybe figure out where this is going, all right? And what I'm going to do, first of all, I am going to draw in a diameter across through here. Because basically what that does, that splits our circle into two nice semicircles, all right? And if we started going from here, we'll call this 0 degrees, and we were to work all the way around, that would be hitting us at 180 degrees. That's what we're talking about. You say, because Ernie, I thought angles had to be between 0 and 180. When we're thinking in geometry, yes, they do. But when we start doing rotations and we're inside of a circle type thing, we can go beyond that 180. We start here at 0. We work away up to the top, and let me go ahead and just point out to you where we are here. We're going to be at 90 degrees if we make a nice right angle. So we're talking about what kind of angles are we forming here. So we've got 90, and if we go to 240, that means we're going to bring this around a little bit further. Now you say, well, Ernie, what does all that have to do with the concept of a radian? Well, folks, for every time we work through, remember, if you had a radius of 1, how do you find the circumference of a circle? It's 2 pi r. So if you have a radius of 1 and you're going to say, what's 2 pi r? It's going to be just simply 2 pi because r is 1. So you put that in there. So if you go all the way around the circle, travel around one time, you've gone 2 pi. All right, that's your circumference. So we're going to make this little part over here half of that, which is pi. So pi corresponds to 180 degrees. Back over here, we could be at 0 or we could be at 2 pi when we get all the way back around. All right, so that's the story. So over here, if we're halfway there, we're at pi. But we're going to go a little bit further. Now you say, Ernie, how far would we be if we made it all the way down there and made another right angle? Let's find out. Let's draw this one in there. We would be at 270 degrees because we would start here. By the way, up here we are at what, 90? And we would just keep moving on around. So 240 is somewhere around in here. It's close, all right? So what we're talking about here on this angle is what is our distance we travel starting from here going around there. So it's kind of a trig question. It is very much a trigonometry type question when we get into these things. Now, what's the deal? You say, well, we're more than 1 pi, all right? But what is 270 down here? Well, 270 means we've gone, let's see, that's half a pi. This is a full pi. That's a pi and a half. That's 3/2. So we can look at this picture and say, let me put this down here, by the way, so you don't forget. 3 pi over 2 is where we are when we come around to this point. So we're somewhere between pi and 1.5 pi. So you say, Ernie, how are we going to do that? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, since there's 180 degrees, we're going to find the fraction and we're going to attach pi to it. So we're going to take 240 degrees, which is what we've got there. Let's see where I want to put it. Right there we go. We're going to divide it by 180 degrees, and we're going to see what that reduces down to. It's a nice fraction right now. You say, my goodness, Ernie, it's big numbers right now. Let's lose the zeros because they'll cancel out. And what we got left, 24/18. I believe 6 will go into both of those numbers. We have 4/3. What do we have 4/3 of? We have 4/3 of pi. 4/3 of pi, all right? So that's where we are. We are basing that on the 180 degrees. So in terms of pi, and that's what we're looking for, that's what radians are all about. Your answer is going to be in terms of pi. So again, at 180 degrees, you have pi radians, all right? At 270, you're 3/2 pi. At 240, right about here, you're somewhere nestled in between pi and 1.5, and that's going to give you actually 1/3 pi, all right? So you get the idea. That's what we call radians to degrees. Now you say, what will we do the other way? We'll do that in another problem of the day, all right?